I've got a little dowel back here, which I'm going to put a false hackle on. The fly is fully dressed apart from that false hackle which sits on the underneath. But to do that, what I'm going to do is to take the fly out of the vise and turn it over so it's upside down like that, inverted. Okay. And the first thing to note is that the thread is not directly behind the eye, it's set back and it's up against where the end of the body finishes, and that's where it needs to be. For the hackle, I've got a big hen hackle here. You could use a cock hackle. I just like this particular style of hackle on this fly. So what I'm going to do, I'm interested in these fibres here. So I'm just going to strip out these very soft ones at the base and then take a bunch like so, tease them out from the stalk and then just pull the stalk, don't pull the hackles, and then just bunch them together. And I'm using a fair length of hackle. The points or the tips of the hackle, I'm just going to sit into the gape of the hook slightly, just there. But note how long the hackles are hanging over the end, and there's a reason for this. I'm just going to put another turn on there just to lock them in place. Now I've got enough hackle on there, but if, for example, you wanted to add a little bit more, then it's just a repeat of that same process. Pull them out, small bunch, tips together, pull on this hackle, and if you wanted to add another bunch, this is how you would just add it in like so that the tips are lined up. As I say, I'm adding quite a few on here, so you can see that you can add more if you want to, but again, the turns of thread that are locking those in place are just in front of where the body finishes. Length of this is critical because by having them long, I can get my scissors in, and by pulling on them slightly there, I can get a nice neat cut. Just got one left there. So I've got no nasty bumps or fibres sticking over the eye of the hook. A few turns on there, and then we can turn it over and sit it back the other way up, and then just build up the head on the front of the fly to whatever size you want. But then the hackles are sitting nicely underneath the shank and nicely together.